All right, welcome back to the Don't Wait channel. I'm Tyler. I wanted this video to be about my initial process of getting on testosterone replacement therapy. A quick disclaimer as always, the information that I provide in this video is of my own experience on medical use TRT. In no way, shape, or form am I promoting testosterone use illegally or any other type of matter in that substance. So I just wanted to put that out there. So, like I said in my last video that went over some of the symptoms I was experiencing, I went to my general doctor and I explained to him those symptoms. He obviously wanted to get my blood work done, so that's what we did. It took a couple weeks to get the results. We got them back. They were at 423, I believe. One key thing to point out after doing a lot of research on this, obviously, is that he didn't check my free testosterone range, which I know can be a very important thing. That's almost the one that really matters, because that's the testosterone that isn't being used that, affects all the other things that we want it to affect in a positive manner. So he didn't check that. That's really unfortunate. But again, it is a general doctor, and from all the research that I've been doing, a lot of general doctors just don't really have strong knowledge in this. A lot of people experience and say the same exact thing. A lot of times general doctors are, old school. They're not up to these new methods of therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, and things like that. So he told me that I was on the low average range, which I believe on this scale, because unfortunately a lot of labs don't all use the same range parameters for testosterone levels. So on this range though, I believe it was like 250 to 900. 250 being like you're going downhill pretty bad. You've got low T and under, obviously, and 900 is the high end. So I was at 423. So he told me I was on the low average side, but he didn't think that a clinic would accept that. But again, I know he's a doctor, guys. I'm not dumb. That's why I was going to him my whole life for things. But, he's just not up to date with stuff like this. A lot of people, again, experience this with their own general doctors. So I didn't do anything at that point. I kept doing research and research and research. You're gonna hear me say that all the time, because I'm constantly was learning then and I'm constantly learning now. That's why I make these videos, because I want other people to learn from what I'm going through, right? So yeah, about 6 months goes by and I find a clinic that I like. I reach out to them and they ask me if I've had any blood work done. If I haven't, that they would get it done for me. I told them I had. They asked me to send it in, which I did. So I send my blood work in. I get a call back fairly quickly and they told me that I definitely applied for testosterone replacement therapy, that I could definitely get some benefits from it, being at the low 400s. So set up a couple meetings, consultations, talked to their doctor several times. He ended up setting me up on, which again, after doing a lot of research, things change, right? But he set me up on 200 milligrams of testosterone cypionate a week, which I thought was high. I mean, again, I've done a lot of research. I even did then. I thought that was kind of high. But for that matter, I'm assuming he wanted to see how I would do and what my body would do and how I would feel on 200 starting out. Because after 90 days, you have to go get blood work and lab work done again to see where you're at, to see if you need to go up in dosage or down in dosage, right? Because one of the key things that I'm going to be going through this year and in several videos and updates is dialing in my testosterone dosage. Because on the first 3 months at 200 milligrams a week, I wasn't feeling good. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't. I remember on the first 2 weeks of being on it, I felt amazing, absolutely amazing. My body was not used to having that level of testosterone in it. I felt great. I had energy. I had, high libido, sex drive. I felt amazing. I even got good sleep, which was the first in a long time, right? For those first couple of weeks. But, one thing to note is like week 3 to week 6, probably, I was starting to feel like crap. And the biggest thing to note out of that was I was extremely emotional and having mood swings. And when I say mood swings, I want you guys to know that it wasn't like anger mood swings, right? It was more so just the simple fact that I was having mood swings. And, you know, I want people to know, for me personally, I've always been able to keep things under control, you know, even under stress in my life and stuff like that. I've never been crazy emotional or had crazy mood swings and stuff like that. So that's when I knew that that dosage might be too high, because I was literally experiencing like just the mood swings and being emotional, which was extremely random for me. It was kind of obvious feeling like that. It was kind of obvious that there was something going on, you know, that dose might be too high. So fast forward to the 90-day mark, I go and get my blood work, right? See where I went from 423. My testosterone level went to like 1250 or something like that. It was 12 something. That's high. I want to be honest with you guys. That is high. My doctor wanted me to be in the range of 800 to 900 and obviously try to stay there. So being at 12, whatever, I think 1250 again, something in that area. Being at that high of a level, too much for me. Talked to the doctor about it, told him I wasn't feeling good. Overall, I felt I felt crappy. I was feeling emotional and stuff like that. It was just a very weird thing for me literally to experience, because I'm not typically like that. So after talking to him, we decided to lower it down to 150 a week. And I've been on that for like 3, maybe 4 weeks now. I definitely have been feeling better. Not 100% yet. So I have a big feeling that I still am gonna need to drop it again. But I definitely have been feeling better overall. You know, one major thing that I'm dealing with now is, you know, again, being honest with you guys, going on the record, I lost my sex drive. I lost my libido for sure. Been like that for a couple months now. You know, this doctor does prescribe me a Remedex as well. The first 3 months, I didn't take it because I didn't want to crash my estrogen and then feel really crappy, right? Because, you know, you don't want your estrogen too high, you don't want it too low. And I was very nervous without getting blood work while I was on testosterone to see where my estrogen level was. So after I got that blood work after the 90 days, I saw my estrogen was obviously high, because when you increase testosterone, you know, you're ultimately increasing your estrogen levels. So you want to keep your estrogen in a good range. I can't remember the exact, you know, parameter, like increment that they use for estrogen, but I remember mine was at 39.6, which on my lab work said it was high. That was on the very high end. So my doctor asked me, you know, you do need to bring that down. So I have been taking a 0.5 milligram of a Remedex every time I take a shot, which is twice a week. And also, just to back up real quick and clarify, the 1250 T level, that was nanogram per deciliter, if I remember right, just for if anybody's wondering what type of, you know, parameter they use or whatever. That's the type that lab uses. So yeah, I lowered down to 150 a week for, again, the past 3 or 4 weeks. I've slowly been feeling better. I'm, again, probably still gonna end up lowering it again, maybe to 125 or something like that. But I know I'm gonna wait until this 3 months is up, so I'll have a total of 6 months by that point being on TRT. And once I get to that 6-month mark, if I'm still not feeling good, I'll talk to the doctor. You know, we'll probably lower my dosage again, which is totally fine with me, because the whole point of me getting on this is I want to feel great first over everything. I want to feel better. I want to feel the best that I've ever felt, ever, you know, even at 30 years old. That's the goal here. So I think just for other people, again, that are looking into TRT, the most important thing, in my opinion, so far from my experience, is dialing in your dosage. You know, you can see numbers, you can see this and that and lab work and whatnot. That stuff is obviously important, 100%. But if you're not feeling good on the dose that you're on, what are you doing? You know what I mean? you have the option to adjust dosage. You can go up, you can go down. You have that option through your doctor. But the whole point, hopefully, is to feel, optimized, like I've said before. So I'm probably gonna end up lowering my dose. I'll keep you guys updated on stuff like that. Definitely remember to get it dialed in. And it's also, you have to have patience, because you're not gonna get everything at one time. You're not gonna start this and feel amazing right off the bat and stay like that. You have to be able to make adjustments throughout this, and it takes time. You have to be patient. Again, like I've said before, from my research and looking into this stuff, it could take a year or so to get it dialed in to make you feel the best that you can feel. So that is the ultimate goal. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer them. Please hit that subscribe button. All right, appreciate it, guys.